Hi everyone, my name is Maddie, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where I'm going to be choosing my September TBR using Dart Attack, though as you can tell it's looking a little bit different. So for anyone that is new here and new to Dart Attack, it is my monthly TBR game that I play to pick what I'm going to read in the month. I will link the playlist down below so you can watch all of the previous videos, but the board is looking a little bit different this month, and that is because it is September, it is that time of the year again, where it is Becca's Bookoplathon. Bookoplathon is a month-long readathon in September where basically Becca makes a specific Bookopoly board, which is based off her monthly TBR game, makes a board just for us, everyone plays for the month, and you see what you're going to end up reading. Obviously, most people play around the board with like a die and a counter, like most people would as normal Monopoly. However, I have my own TBR game that involves throwing darts, so what was I going to do other than repeat what I did last year and throw darts at the Bookopoly board? I apologise for the severe lack of quality in this Bookopoly board versus last year. Last year I had much more time and much more planning. This time I spent 3 hours running around Birmingham trying to find somewhere to print it and then realised I hadn't actually printed what I wanted, and so we've got what we've got. I did what I could. I've obviously extended each colour into the middle because I don't think I'll just hit the edges, and in the middle I have the corner squares again so they have a little bit more chance being hit. We'll throw at it and see where we end up. But quickly before we do that, let's recap how August went. I really don't know what point we're at in the year. Basically, August went really well. I have fulfilled every single prompt other than one, and for that I need to read Skyward, which is a graphic novel, and I still have 3 days of the month left, so I am going to succeed. You'll see in my wrap up soon what books I actually read. I don't want to go get the whole stack. But I had a pretty successful reading month. I did get through all of the prompts that I got, so we're doing well, we're happy. I am not, however, going to choose a reward for this month because it wouldn't really apply with the slightly different game. Basically, I'm just gonna play because I'm so excited. I don't know why throwing something different just makes it more fun, but it does, and the prompts are different. The one downside is all of the prompts here pretty much make you choose a book, and I've been relying on not choosing books recently and using like non-bookish prompts. So what we're gonna do to make this work, I'm gonna do 6 throws. We're gonna get 6 prompts. I'm going to choose 6 books, though as ever, if I want to switch the book during the month but still fulfill the prompt, I'm gonna let myself do that. However, if throughout the month I can't read 6 books, then I will let myself double up on prompts and I will feed back to you next month how I've done. I think I can do 6, but I also know I only have 1 free weekend in the whole month, so we'll see. Like, I've barely read 6 books this month and I've had 2 weeks annual leave, so we'll see how it goes. In terms of doubles, my normal is if I hit the same colour 3 times, then I have to add a throw, and that's what this tally's here for. Obviously, the tally's gonna not really be involved. What I'm going to do is standard Bookopoly rules. If you throw a double, then... But what I'm going to do this month, which is a little bit different and means I won't be adding a ton of throws, is normally if you roll a double in Bookopoly, then you have to add a book, basically. And what I was going to do for that was if I hit the same colour twice, then I have to add a book. But the chance of that is obviously very high, and therefore I'll end up like 10 books, which is pointless because 6 is already a bit of a stretch for me. So what we're going to do, which I think will work really well and be quite a lot of fun, is if I hit the same colour twice, so for example I hit red and then a throw later I hit red again, I'll leave that dart in the board and throw a second one and I have to double up. So say it hits spooky and hit LGBT, I would have to double up. So I'm still doing double stuff, but not more books because 6 is plenty. So we're gonna get straight into it. I've got my darts here. Final thing is mandatory reads. Don't have very many this time. I will be reading The Power probably this month. It may roll into October, we'll see how it goes, as this is the next Burned Books Club pick, which we've not announced yet. I need to announce that before this video goes up tomorrow. But this is the next Burned Books Club pick for me and Spoops, so I'll be reading this one. And then for FAES and Gaze, I need to read Gearbreakers before the middle of the month because that's when the live show is going to be for that. So we'll see if those went their way on my TBR, but let's do the first throw. Hi, Editing Maddie here. Just jumping in because I'm stupid and have half a brain cell and I completely forgot to mention I am also in September doing Magical Readathon hosted by G. Do I know what character I'm going to be yet? No. Do I know which of the prompts I'm going to fulfill yet? No. Do I know which character prompts I'm planning to do yet? No. So we're going to pick the TBR and we're going to figure that out during the month as we go. planning one readathon is all I can do at once, but I am also doing magical readathon, and I promise I will be more strict with that with future rounds of it. But for this one, because you only have to do 2 prompts, I'm kind of just gonna fit them as I go, I think is the plan. It's all I can take at the moment, but I am doing it and I'm very excited for it, and I'm really excited to decide what my character's going to be. But I'm currently being indecisive and I can't choose between a couple things. So I haven't got that planned yet, so I'm not going to tell you now which prompts I'm doing, but maybe in my wrap-up at the end of the month I can run you through which ones I did. That deal? Well, I'll tell you later. Perfect. Okay, so throw number 1, we're about to do it. I feel like a thing that's worth mentioning is normally I have my mandatory reads, which I've already mentioned, but I also normally have like 5-ish other books in mind that I really want to read, and I'm kind of trying to fit onto the TBR, but also I like having a TBR because I'm often very indecisive. This is perfectly one of those months where I honestly have no clue what I want to read. Like, I just don't know at all. Like, literally I haven't picked up a book in the last 2 days because I can't figure out what I want to read next. And so this is one of those months where I'm so glad I have a TBR game because I don't have to make the decisions. I just have to fit prompts and then figure it out later. I do have like a stack of ones that I've been interested in recently because I'm guessing those will probably appeal to me, but right now I have no idea. So I'm not aiming, I'm not anything, I'm just throwing, having a grand old time and seeing what the hell we end up with. Okay, first throw. The new board, this is so exciting. I definitely made it too big, but it's fun. Let's see what we get. Oh, what is it? Oh, community shelf. I've not made any cards. 1 minute. Okay, so the first one was community shelf, and I haven't made cards because I didn't print them and just the printing did not go well this morning. So I've literally just got my huge stack of Dart Attack prompts and we're gonna do the standard shuffle, 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 pick one out that we do every month a lot and see what I'm gonna get. Oh my god. Let's go with that way up, I think. I can look at it. Book for someone else. That's no fun. This is meant to be I choose a book to go on someone else's TBR. That's no fun. I want a book. I've just said I need a TBR game to tell me what to read and it's giving me to choose a book for someone else. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I will still do this because it's fun, but I'm gonna do 6 more throws because I want to get 6 prompts for myself. But book for someone else. I have no plans for this. So basically, first person to comment on this video telling me to choose my book, comment, DM me what books you have and I'll pick your book. So comment, I'll message you. I'm choosing one to use a book. I don't know who, so you get in first. But yeah, I'm gonna do 6 more throws because I still want 6 books. Okay, throw 1, take 2. It is also worth noting, if I hit community shelf twice, chance twice, or any 2 stations, those all count as like doubles, if that makes sense. I think is how we're gonna do it, as well as colors. Just to make my life harder. So, throw 1, take 2, hopefully I get a prompt this time. Are you actually kidding me? We're 2 throws in and the board is fucking with me. I just got community shelf. Again. I can't even really double that up because I'm gonna get a rogue prompt for it. Okay, well, we're doing what I said. I've hit something twice, so I'm gonna throw a second dart at it and I'll get the community shelf prompt in a minute and then see what we're doubling it up with. Okay, so the community shelf prompt is going to be this one. Ooh, hauled last month. Okay, hauled last month and we are combining it with, oh no, this might be limited. No. Okay, we're gonna see. So I have to find something that I hauled last month that has, oh, that's fine, that has the, of, a, and, or an in the title. That I can do. Okay, so this is actually not too hard. I have to read a book that I hauled last month and has either the, of, a, and, or an in the title, which is not hard. And so this could fit many, many books, and I'm gonna go with one of my most anticipated, which is A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. For anyone that doesn't know, Victoria Lee is one of my favourite authors ever. They wrote the Fever Wake duology, which I adore. I've mentioned it a million times. I have a whole vlog reading it and dying over it. I love it wholeheartedly. This is their new book. It's Dark Academia, it's sapphic. I've been hearing rave reviews and I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this book. I wanted to read it in August and I didn't get time, so that is my first book on my September TBR, which works perfectly. I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera, but because this board is literally made of paper, it's got like really neat little circles in it where the darts have gone through. But let's get my second prompt, which is going to be my 4th throw or something ridiculous, but second prompt for a second book is what we're aiming for here. Chance. Oh my god, this is not going well. Okay, normal thing for chance, you have cards which are about half books you do want to read and half books you don't want to read. You pick up a random one and that's the book you're reading. Again, I don't have cards, so I'm going to go and get 4 books I'm not fancying and 4 books I really kind of want to read right now. Put them in a stack, random number generate, we'll see what we end up with. Okay, we've got the books. Instead of going for books like I genuinely don't want to read, I've gone for ones that I'm putting off for some reason or another, because obviously there's no point books I really don't want to read. So the 4 that are like I really want to read are The Foxhole Court by Nora Sakavic, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I wasn't sure about, but you've all got me hyped, Makeup Breakup, so a fun romance, and Gearbreakers. And then for don't want to read / putting off, we have Akawar, which I've been putting off for a really long time, A Beautifully Foolish Endeavour, which I've been putting off for way too long. We have An Enchantment of Ravens, which I've wanted to read for ages and for some reason still scares me, and I'm dropping them. We have Traitor's Blade, which I started earlier in the year, got 100 pages in, and then never continued with, so I do need to finish. Okay, so I've lined them up alternating between want to read and not want to read. We're gonna generate a number, and then I'll go film over there to see which one we get. So we've got 1 to 8 here, 6. Let's go find out what book 6 is. Okay, so here's the little stack. Which one is book 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gearbreakers. That works wonderfully. Okay, second book on my TBR, Gearbreakers. Perfect. This is the FAES and Gaze August pick, which I've not got to yet because I only got it recently. The live show is coming up in like a couple weeks, so I'll be reading this before then. Exciting. This is sapphic, like mechatronic sci-fi, I think. Basically there's big like robot deities. I don't know, it sounds sick. It sounds really badass. Okay, on to throw number 3. I'm very keen to actually get a prompt on one of the colours instead of just getting community shelf and chance. Let's try this again. What is that? I can't tell if it's gods or monsters. Oh, for God's sakes! So it's gods, which would work really well for Gearbreakers, and I don't know for what else. I have no idea what to read for that. Okay, I've spent ages thinking about this. There's lots of books I can think of with like monarchies, but I don't think that's quite godlike. And I've been like looking at the document Becca has explaining all the prompts to see if I can stretch it, and I don't think that's godlike enough. So what we're gonna do is something I normally don't let myself do, which is rearrange what book's going for what prompt, but I'm gonna do it with a bit of a forfeit, so hopefully you guys let it off. So I am going to, let me just grab it. I'm going to use Gearbreakers for this one, for gods. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go put the 7 books back and redo the number generator, but I'm not allowed to add one. So basically the proportion of books I'm scared of versus ones I want to read is less in my favor. So it could result in me getting a worse book for that one. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's okay. I am generally allowed to read books as I go now and switch books out. And this is the only thing I can think that would fill this, because it does have like mecha deities, I'm pretty sure. So like definitely fits the prompt of gods. So we're doing that. So this is gods. Let's go redo chance. Okay, I've set the books up again. They're again alternating, so it's not good, good, not good, good, onwards. Don't think they're in the same order as last time, I just piled them up. But let's see what number. We've got random number generator 1 to 7. 5. That means it's a not good one. Okay, we have the 7 books and number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A Beautifully Foolish Endeavour by Hank Green. Okay. Beautifully Foolish Endeavour by Hank Green. I have been like genuinely meaning and wanting to read this book for a long time. I really, really loved rereading An Absolutely Remarkable Thing earlier this year, so I have been meaning to pick this up. It's just for some reason really intimidating to me. It's quite chunky. It's 450 pages, so it's not a small read. We've got 3 quite big reads out of 6 so far. Could really do with some like romance or something, but I'm weirdly scared of this. I think I'm gonna love it, and the first one's not that intense a read, but for some reason I'm really scared of this, so wish me luck. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm very glad to have the motivation to read this, and this is not something I would have naturally picked up this month on my own, and this is when I love TBR games. It does sometimes get me to pick up the things I've been putting off, but I'll probably enjoy. Okay, hopefully I can stick to the rules a little bit more going forward. Let's do the throw for my 4th prompt and see what it is. I'm getting nervous. There's a few colours I'm now starting to have to avoid. Ooh, highest, oh no. Oh no! Highest rated. Okay, so multitude of problems with this prompt. 1, I have not logged a single book I've bought this year on Goodreads. And I'm not gonna go log 150 books right now. So I don't even know how to find out what is the highest rated. And I'm also very concerned it's going to be ACOWAR. No. Just no! I think I'm going to have to take the out that Becca offers. Fuck. Okay, so Becca does have a rule. If you really don't want to do a prompt, you can choose to add a book instead. So I guess we're now choosing 7 books. Oh no. I literally just can't fulfill this prompt. Like, other than choosing 5 books I want to read and seeing which one of those is highest rated. Is that too boring? Does that count? That feels like it doesn't count, but I also don't have the information about what's highest rated. I guess I can do it on Goodreads and see if there's anything like exception. Oh my, I don't know. Okay, out of curiosity, I'm going on to Goodreads and doing average rating to see what comes up as the top on the ones that are logged as my owned. And we'll see. Oh, okay. So on here we have Heartstopper, which I've read. We have Harry Potter, no. Akamath, which I've read. We do have the 3rd book in the Foxhole Court series. And I want to read the Foxhole Court. So we could do that. The other option, just below it, is the 2nd Frostheart book, which I also haven't read yet. I think both of those work. Those are both in the top 10, and they're the only ones I've not read from the top 10. So surely that has to count, right? So these are the 2 options. Obviously it's not every single book I own logged, but both of these are very, very highly rated. Well, the 3rd one in this series is actually this book, which makes me feel like I should do this one. Do I do this one? I mean, I could probably read it in like a day, but I also don't read a lot of middle grade and I want to read this right before the sequel comes out. And also when it's a bit more wintry. September doesn't feel right for this to me. Do I do the Foxhole Court? I mean, the series is highest rated, it's just not this book. Basically, I'm gonna do one of these 2 for the highest rated prompt. So we're not adding one, sticking with 6, I'm counting. I think these both legitimately count for highest rated. You guys can decide which one. Comment, if you're in the premiere, chat, which one do you want me to read? If there's an overwhelming feeling either way, I'll read that one. I kind of want to read this one. But if there's an overwhelming feeling either way, I'll read whichever one you guys say. That's how we're doing this. Because that's also like a rating. Like you guys telling me which one you think I should read. I feel like I'm not doing this properly, but we're gonna go with it. I cannot describe how determined I was to not twist any prompts, just do it all exactly as they come up. And I don't think I've done that for a single one yet. I'm trying so hard to not twist these. But we've had gods, meaning I had to reorder things I literally couldn't think of a book that I have that I could read. And then this one, we're having to do a bit awkwardly as well, but it still falls within the bounds of the prompt, I think. Either way, we're moving on, we're doing the next throw. Please can this one just be simple? Please? Okay, for the 5th book, let's see what happens. Okay, steal a book. that should be okay. Steal a book from someone's TBR. Oh my god, what is on people's TBRs? Malibu Rising will absolutely be on someone's TBR. Surely. I know Pris read it yesterday, so it was on her TBR until yesterday. I have the slight problem of no one's posted their September TBRs yet, but I am going to pick Malibu Rising because I have an insane level of confidence that this is on someone's September TBR. Like, it will be. There's no question. So I'm gonna pick Malibu Rising, and once people's TBRs have come out, which they haven't yet, or I've not watched them yet because it's still August, I will find this in a video on someone's TBR, or like a tweet or something, and I'll put in the description when I have found it. If anyone else finds it, please tell me, because I would save me the effort. But I am so wholly confident that this will be on someone's TBR that I'm choosing this one for Steal a TBR. With confidence. This is Taylor Jenkins Reid's latest book. I have read a good portion of the books she has released and really enjoyed them. This one actually appealed to me less than most of her books. It's set in like 24 hours with flashbacks. I think it's like a big annual party that someone has, but the big home gets burnt down by the end of the night. But I know this has cameos from Daisy Jones and the Six and Evelyn Hugo. So, is it like characters from those two books? So, you know, and everyone's loving it and got me excited. And it's Taylor Jenkins Reid, who I do love. So, very excited to give this one a go. Okay, here we go. The final one. Let's see what the last prompt is going to be. I have no idea. I'm really keen. Actually, no, I was gonna say I'm keen to get one of the like stations. I've already had one of the stations actually, so that would not end well. I don't know what I'm keen for. I have no idea. Anything, really. I would really like to get pink. I really like the pink ones. They're really fun, so we're gonna aim over there. Okay, final one. Aiming for pink. Let's see what we get. Oh! That's really... that's boring. I got mood read. Okay. Mood read it is. Okay, I got mood read. That means I get to pick whatever I want. Makeup breakup, that's what we're going with. This is a romance, which when I was in Edinburgh, I saw a couple times and then caved and bought. So basically, this is, I think, follows two app developers, one of which their app is like a dating app to set people up, and the other owns an app of like coaching you how to get someone to break up with you, I think. Yeah, it helps people expedite their failing relationships, and like the apps are both really successful, but obviously these two hate each other. And I think they have a summer fling and then have to go up against each other at a pitch contest. This sounds like the epitome of rivals to lovers, and I think I'm gonna love it, and it's floppy. So that's my mood read, fun romance. I'm excited. I need to now not pick this up today because it's a September pick, but I really want to read it straight away. Okay, so that is all of my throws for my Bookoplathon TBR. That is the TBR decided. It's looking really quite chonky. Considering how much time I know I have, I'm not optimistic, I'm not gonna lie. But this is the TBR plus one of these, depending on what you guys tell me to read. Again, vote away in the comments and I'll pick which one I'm reading. So we have A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee, Gearbreakers by Zoe Hana Mikuta, Makeup Breakup by Lily Menon, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and A Beautifully Foolish Endeavour by Hank Green. So a very varied TBR, actually. We've got romance, slightly historical contemporary, slightly futuristic real world urban fantasy dystopian, sci-fi, and like dark academia paranormal. So I'm pretty happy with that variety. It's definitely an eclectic stack, but I'm very excited for it. And as ever, I had a great time playing, anything Dart Attack related, but especially the BOOKOPOLY version. It's always so much fun to do. I'm always sad that I only get to do it for 1 month, but you never know. If miracles happen and I finish TBR early, I may be able to get the board out and have a bit of fun with it and do some more. But I think this is plenty for now. So, wish me luck. I hope you all have an amazing BOOKOPOLY. Let me know what your BOOKOPOLY TBRs are looking like. I would love to know. Wish me luck on finishing mine. I'm excited to read all these books. I think it's definitely feasible, but it's also quite a lot. So we're just gonna have to see how the month goes. I'm really excited for the next month. I'm really feeling my reading mojo. I'm getting a little bit back into my video making mojo. It's just a case of I'm starting a new project on what, the 6th of September, and I don't know what it is yet. So I could be on a project that's work from home, meaning I have loads more evenings and loads more free time. It could be a project that is somewhere in the middle of nowhere and I have no evenings and it's longer hours. So I have no idea and I won't be finding out for a while. So wish me luck. I'm very excited. Bookopoly didn't do me too dirty, which I will take. And again, someone comment below and I will pick a book for you to read, because that was the first prompt we got. So need to do that as well. No idea who I'm gonna pick. First person to ask me to do it, I'll do it for them. But that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. I'm slightly nervous and that's why I'm still rambling, but I will see you all in the next one, I'm sure. Like this video if you enjoyed it, comment down below as ever. Subscribe if you'd like to see more bookish content from me, as well as Dark videos every month. Don't forget the playlists down below if you want to check out any of the previous versions of this game. Also linked down below are all of my other social media if you want to connect anywhere else, but that is it for the video. So bye, and I'll see you in the next one.